Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'm going to be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of December 2019. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do want to say welcome, and I also invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. Let's see. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my holographic tarot. For clarifiers, I will use my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then I will end your reading, Virgo, with a crystal oracle card. Now, if you're not familiar with how I do the readings here, I just want to let you know that I do read jumper cards. A lot of you either leave a comment or you direct message me asking about jumper cards. Yes, I do read jumper cards. You will notice that sometimes as I shuffle the deck, a card will literally fly out, or sometimes a card will flip itself over. Yes, that is the card that I choose to read because I believe that those are the cards that are trying to communicate a specific message. So I do acknowledge that. I think that is it. I hope you had a good month of November, Virgo, or I hope you had a good month of November, depending on when you're watching this. Let's go ahead and get right into it. One of the things about us Virgos is that we are very practical and we like to be very efficient. So what do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2019, Virgo? All right. Okay, Virgo. Now, I am a Virgo, so I'm totally getting in the groove, with this reading here, because I know that a lot of us have been feeling like we're just not doing enough. And that's what I'm getting with this first row, so to speak, of the reading. Virgo, you're feeling like you're not doing enough. You're feeling like you've got so many things going on, but you just are still not achieving everything you want to achieve in the time and in the way you want to achieve it. Now, all of the cards here are reversed, but that doesn't mean it's a negative start to December. Let me double check to make sure none of the cards are cut off. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, also Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and then we have the Three of Cups all in the reverse position. Now, when I see this, like I said, as we move into December, Virgo, you're going to feel like you're just not doing enough and you're not accomplishing as much as you want to accomplish. But at the same time, you have to be a little realistic. We have to be a little bit more discerning of where we're putting our attention, where we're putting our energy, and where we're putting our time. The Seven of Cups in the reverse tells me that we have a lot of projects in the air. However, a lot of them are unfinished. We really need to focus on one thing and complete it, and I'm guilty of this too, because I have 8 million things that I'm working on, but I know as Virgos, we do have a tendency to do this. The Ace of Cups, like I said, tells me that we've started something, and for whatever reason, it's either not finished or it's being put on hold. Now, as this relates to our money, I'm feeling like it's a new opportunity of some sort. It's like you have kind of learned, you've learned of some new ways to kind of achieve your financial goals. However, you just don't have everything you need and you don't have everything in place just yet. Now, this Ten of Wands here tells me that as much as we are busy and as much as we like to do things, we have a tendency to kind of take on too much, but at the same time, it's stuff that doesn't necessarily need our attention. Sometimes we can be working on something, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with the phrase of just being busy or having busy work. It's like we're busy, but we may not necessarily be productive. And that's something that we really have to pay attention to, especially as we move into that first week of December. Now we have the Four of Pentacles here. This is about being a little bit more cautious about our spending. Also, Virgo, sometimes you won't know exactly where to put your money because you have, again, so many things going on. So, let's say you have a certain amount of money set aside. Well, sometimes you're a little overwhelmed because you're like, should I put that money towards growing my business? Should I put that money towards, fixing up my home? Should I put that money towards maybe taking a class and investing in my education? Should I put that money towards a new wardrobe? Whatever the case may be. So when I see this in the reverse position, that tells me now not only do we have kind of a multitude of ideas of how we should spend, sometimes we can be a little indecisive of how we're spending as well. We also have the Two of Swords here in the reverse position. Virgos, we've been making decisions and we just don't know which way to go. And I think that kind of reiterates everything I've said thus far, is that it's like we want to start our own business, but at the same time, we want to raise at work. Or, we want to break things off with this person, but at the same time, we're, deeply in love or attached. Or, we want to move or, but at the same time, we love our home and we want to stay here too. It's almost like it's having conflicting goals and conflicting decisions. And so we have to be really careful because we only have so much, time. We only have so much energy. And so Virgos, like I said, we have to be very, very careful about being too scattered and spreading ourselves too thin. Now, this Three of Cups here, this tells me that there's probably something that is ending or that will end as it relates to a third person. Now, a lot of times this could be, relational, like a relationship, but I'm feeling more this is business or work related. Maybe someone you work with is moving on. I'm also feeling too, like, Virgo, you're cutting someone off. There's someone who is trying to reach out to you for something, and it's almost like you're disregarding it in some way. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling for us anyway. Oh yeah, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody who is trying to connect, but for whatever reason, Virgo, you cut them off. And it's probably just as well because the person just doesn't need your time, your attention, or your energy. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2019? Okay. Wow. Okay, Virgo. Now, the first week of December is going to be a little bit of, like I said, kind of trying to kind of reel things in, so to speak, trying to kind of really get focused. It's almost like the first week of December, we have an inability to focus. However, when we move into that second week of December, things really start happening and things really start taking shape. We have the Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment, Justice. Also the Five of Swords and Wheel of Fortune, all in the upright position. This is exciting because this means that things are happening, things are actually turning around in our favor, and things are actually really coming through that we've been waiting for. Now, the Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, like I said, the Queen of Swords, she's all about being very discerning. Her energy is cutting through the BS, cutting off people, cutting off circumstances and situations that no longer serve her. And like I said, I have a feeling that this has a lot to do with this third party situation here. I'm not feeling like this is a relationship. I'm feeling like this is some type of a professional relationship that needs to be either cut off or it needs to be re-examined as far as how the situation benefits you, Virgo. There's something about this here that is not necessarily benefiting you holistically. There's something here that's not benefiting you long term. And you really become aware of that in that second week of December. And it's unfortunate because seeing this in the reverse position, it tells me that you don't really want to admit that the situation is what it is, but you can't ignore the signs anymore. You can't ignore the information that you're getting about this particular person or this particular situation. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, again, this is all about movement as it relates to your money, and things may feel like they're not moving as quickly as you'd like, especially in that second week of December. However, it's only temporary. But you know what? Kind of be prepared that, money isn't going to necessarily just flow and flow and flow. Sometimes there's going to be maybe an unexpected bill, maybe, a delay in some type of payment or income. I do feel like that will probably show up in mid-December. Now, this is the exciting part here. We have Judgment, Justice, Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, all in the upright position. When I see Judgment and Justice, especially together, this tells me there's a decision being made in your favor, Virgo. However, you have no say in the matter, right? You have no control. You don't have any input, but there is a decision that is going to benefit you big time. And you're going to see it and you're going to feel it as we move towards the middle of December. Judgment is also a card of rebirth, a card of just new beginnings, and a card of really just seeing a situation for the positivity that it brings you. Now, the Justice card, again, if you have any type of court thing that you're dealing with or any type of work-related decisions will be made in your favor. Again, you have nothing to do with it. You have no say over the matter, but luckily it will rule in your favor. Now, the Five of Swords here, this is an interesting card because it's not always a card of strong, positive communications. This is a card of winning at all costs, even sometimes to the degree of our own personal sacrifice. However, because of the surrounding cards here, I'm feeling like this is almost like a battle hard won. It's like you've been kind of doing the work, almost like fighting, scratching, clawing your way through a circumstance. And finally, even though you directly don't have any effect or impact on the outcome works in your favor. Literally, things turn around in your favor, Virgo. And it's almost like this was unnecessary. You kind of defending, justifying, arguing your point, trying to make people see things your way, or trying to almost prove yourself. It's like you did all that, but in the end, it wasn't necessary. And sometimes that's a lesson we have to learn the hard way. Now, this is not anything bad. It's just, it's almost like a wake-up call for in the future for us to just kind of learn where to put our time and attention. Because even if you didn't do all of that, things still would have worked out. And that's what I'm getting here, and that's what I'm seeing. This is confirmation that you didn't have to fight so hard. You didn't have to argue. You didn't have to prove anything, Virgo. And things are still working out in your favor. And you're going to feel that really strongly in that second week of December. Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2019? What else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo? Wow, Virgo. The second half of December is going to be very, very powerful. I can just tell by the cards that are coming out. What else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2019? All right, Virgo, so as we move into that third week of December, you're going to be getting some news and information as it relates to your money. Excuse me. Page of Pentacles here. This is news. This is a message. This is information coming to you. And it's good news. It's positive because he's in the upright position. Now, this is very exciting because money usually is attached to the Page of Pentacles whenever we see him showing up. Again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, remember, we had the Wheel of Fortune here also in the upright position. Things really turn around for you in a big way, Virgo. This is exciting. I'm not sure if this is just re-emphasizing what we already see here, or if we have the Page of Pentacles here, and again, things turn in your favor again in an unexpected positive way. Now we have the Queen of Wands here. She's a very grounded, stable energy. She's also very practical. She's also someone who really can see a situation for what it is. And I'm feeling like you really do tap into that clarity as we move into the third week of December, Virgo. Now we also have the Eight of Cups. Virgo, we may decide to leave someone or something behind. And I'm feeling like this is an educated move here. This is a very predetermined, calculated move because it's right next to the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, his energy doesn't do anything without considering every possible angle, any potential possible consequences or outcomes. The King of Pentacles is a very, very smart man. He doesn't do something without researching first, and he doesn't really do anything to where he's not going to be better off because of it. And so because this is right next to this, Virgo, I do see that you could be moving away or walking away from someone or something. But again, it's a very calculated, well thought out decision. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2019? So the interesting thing, Virgo, is that I can even feel it, is that the energy is totally going to shift very differently by the time we hit the end of December. You can see we're going to be feeling a little scattered and overwhelmed that first week. But then things really start turning around, and they start turning around in a very exciting, positive way. What else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? All right, Virgo. This is very cool. Seven of Cups here. Remember, that was the very first card that was in our spread for December. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands all in the upright position. Virgo, December is going to be a really strong, it's going to end in a very strong, positive way. That's all I can see here. You may be making some lateral moves here, you know, especially as it relates to work. Page of Wands here. This is more information and news coming. I'm feeling like this is something that you were expecting to hear back from. You just weren't expecting to hear it so quickly. Now, the Page of Wands usually is related to work life or home life, okay? So you're going to be getting some news. You're going to be getting a message. You're going to be getting some type of something as it relates to work and home life. And again, I'm feeling like this is something that was not expected until later on. However, you got the message early. Now, the Four of Cups here. This tells me that you're going to be presented with an opportunity, and it may or not, really be your jam, Virgo, so to speak. But it's nice to be approached, right? It's just like with dating. The person may or may not necessarily be your type, but hey, it's nice to be asked out, nice to be treated, to dinner or a drink or whatever. So I'm feeling like that's kind of what's going to happen with you, Virgo, especially in that 4th week of December. And again, we have the 7 of Cups, which means you're going to have quite a few directions and opportunities and offers that you can pursue, that you can work on, that you can take to fulfill, the many endless lists of goals that we all have. However, by the time we move towards the end of December, I'm also feeling like you're going to be a lot more focused. You're going to be a lot more solid about what you want, especially what you want to do and what you want to bring forth in the new year. And again, that just confirms it when I see the Ace of Wands here. This is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new start to a new project, or even a brand new direction in your life, Virgo. And the reason why I say that is because this ace fell on the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, which means, again, there's a calculated decision being made here, and that really sets you up to go in a brand new direction and start things off in a brand new big way, especially as it relates to your money, your business, your finances, and all that good stuff. So Virgo, like I said, the beginning of the month, it's going to feel a little scattered, a little chaotic, but as we move through December, you're going to feel things shift. You're going to feel things move for you in a very positive way. And there's also going to be a few unexpected surprises, unexpected offers coming up. However, you're going to get a lot more clarity, be a lot more focused, and ready to move in a brand new direction by the time December closes out. Okay, Virgo, let's go ahead and close out this reading with a crystal oracle card. Oh, okay. So we got clear quartz, purification. Now, this, I really am resonating with this because I do feel like that's kind of what we're going through, especially as December starts off. It's like, we have so many things going on. There's so much noise, internal noise, and that we really have to literally get clear. We have to get clear about who we are, what we want to do, and how we want to do it, and who we want to do it with. And I feel like December, we're really going to be feeling this. And we're really going to be going through our own purification process in our own way and in our own time. So let me know your thoughts on that, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And if you are interested in a private reading, those are also available, and I will have that linked in the description as well. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. I will definitely see you again soon.